Hey guys, my mystical friends over there in the United States, just a quick video. I was thinking about just right in the kitchen here at the moment, doing some chopping up and a few veggies for a chicken curry, and I thought I'll just put together a quick video and just say thanks for connecting and responding to my post yesterday. My thoughts are that separation and some of the impacts of that. Obviously, a couple of you guys have shared some of your particular experiences, and for me, I don't know, I think the separation thing was something that I hadn't realised was so big for me back through most of my life. I hadn't realised that I had felt or was experiencing, separation in my mind. I think it was my mind was separated from God, not in reality, but in my own twisted reality, if you like. Just going back over to the pan over here. My own twisted reality had kind of revealed, one of you guys shared that, you felt that God was even angry or hated you at one stage. And I was like, I didn't feel like that, but just that distance and that loneliness and emptiness of not being connected in, and so there's this craving in you, this sort of craving for company and the need to be with other people to, I guess, give you some esteem or worth or value or identity, probably more so than anything. And so the separation thing, I guess I was taught to when I first became a Christian back, 30 odd years ago, that sin separated you from God. And I don't ask me where they came up with that, but soon seen that out the door. But for quite some years that was a big impact on me, like sin. Okay, so if I'm doing something wrong, if my heart is not in tune with God or whatever, I don't have God with me, and like, what a recipe for disaster, and certainly not for successful freedom living. So there I was, much like kind of this in and out sort of scenario, I guess. Like, you're in now, I'm going well, I'm in, and then I'm out. I'm feeling unwell, I'm depressed, I'm down, maybe God's not present. It doesn't feel like he's present, that's for sure. So maybe there is some separation happening, And this is going constantly back and forth, until more recent years, and it's just been this real super revelation that God is present everywhere all the time. There's nowhere where he isn't. And yet, I know that people have taught that, but in reality, that wasn't the process. God is omnipresent. God is, all powerful, all knowing, all seeing. There's nowhere you can go where God isn't. He goes into the depths of hell, all that sort of teaching. But in reality, and then yet your sin could keep you separate from God. And it's like, what's going on there? So it's all this sort of bizarre, I guess, theology that can easily lead us away. And so as a sort of a more mystical person, I've only come to realise that probably since meeting Wendy some years ago and talking with her over time. I didn't realise that I was a mystic of sorts, and certainly had a bent towards mysticism and knowing on a deeper level. And so I was, thinking from a theological point of view, a head person, because I can be both quite easily. Just grating up some cauliflower here for my cauliflower rice on my keto diet. So yeah, I can be quite a head person. And when your head's kind of messed up, where do you go? You feel alone, because my head's been messed up a lot over the years. Had a lot of sickness and, stuff that's made me feel separate from people. And so where do I go? Where does one go when you're feeling, alone and lonely? And it's only been in, just in the last few years, after some pretty heavy suffering situations, that I've been confronted with the fact, and in a beautiful way, beautiful, gracious way, that God is ever present to me. There's nowhere that there's nowhere that they are going, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Trinity, the whole lot of them all with me. They're not going anywhere. Love, transcends all boundaries, it seems, and there's this constancy about God's presence with me, this absolute constancy about, no matter what I do, it has no bearing on the greatness of God. It can't, possibly impact on our relationship. And that's such a solid ground that the freedom, the shame that's just gone and disappeared really from that is huge for me. I think shame and guilt, certainly have accompanied me through my life's journey a lot of the way, and you guys might be similar in a lot of ways. things that have stuck with you from the past, and this, you know, shameful thoughts or feelings, and like, there's just none of that anymore. There's just, the shame is gone, the guilt is gone. There's just this freedom there now to be myself, not having to perform, you know, the chameleon mask type of scenario. None of that. You know, you just don't need that stuff anymore. And, you know, it's just such a beautiful thing to know that one is truly in, and not only that I'm in, but that I am one with everyone else who's in, which it appears is everyone. We're all in, and there's no in and out, there's no us and them, no tribalism, no, you know, they're out, we're in, we're better than them. There's a sort of a unified consciousness, I suppose, where I'm feeling and sensing that I'm part of you guys. I'm part of a bigger, larger story than myself, and that really is so helpful. I'm just loving that, and just wanted to share that with you guys today. Hope you are all well over there. We haven't met, many of us, but I do read your posts and follow on and check out what's going on, and Wendy's a good friend of mine. I'd like to, you know, maybe share in a bit more and hear more of your stories, because I'm, you know, super interested in, you know, getting to know others and their journeys, and hearing stories that are on a deeper level that, you know, cut through the facade and get down to the real, you know, the real people. And I love that honesty and openness that's in a group such as this one. So thanks for you guys sharing and being open, and I hope to be the same with you. So have a great day, guys.